Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisahealyourself, and today I'm going to tell you the 10 harsh truths about healing that I wish I knew sooner. These truths aren't necessarily going to make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, but when you know them, your healing journey changes. And when your healing journey changes, you begin to heal. So, without further ado, let's get started. The number one harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew sooner is that nobody is coming to save you. This is a hard one. This is one of the hardest ones, particularly when you're ill, you're suffering, you feel hopeless and helpless, you are floundering, you're reaching out, and you are praying and hoping that somebody has the answer, that you can pass your health off to somebody else, whether it's in the traditional medical industry like a doctor or a surgeon, or whether it's a holistic doctor or a therapist or a parent or a friend. It is human nature to want to outsource this problem to somebody who's smarter or more capable than we are, because we feel like if we were smart enough and capable enough, we wouldn't be in this situation to begin with. So outsourcing this problem seems like our only hope. And in our desperation, we desperately want somebody to come and save us. But the truth is, until you take responsibility, and I mean full responsibility for your own health, realizing that you are your own healer, that nobody is coming to save you, that you are the one that must stand up, take full responsibility, look at the situation, and save yourself, your healing journey can't change. The truth is that you and you alone are the only one who can heal yourself. You are responsible, and that doesn't mean you can't look for help along the way. That doesn't mean you can't look for inspiration and knowledge from other people, but it means that you are the one. And until you take full responsibility for knowing this deep truth right here, then you will stay helpless. You will stay waiting for a savior to come. But the truth is, you are that savior. The second harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew sooner is that the world is not fair. I know we spend a lot of time saying this isn't fair. It's not fair that I'm sick. It's not fair that this happened to me because I'm a good person. I don't deserve this. And while that's true, while you may be a great person, while you don't deserve any of this at all, the truth is that the world isn't fair. The world just isn't fair. And expecting it to be will only keep you sick longer. The truth is the world isn't fair, and bad things happen to good people, just like good things happen to bad people. That doesn't mean that we shouldn't be good people. It doesn't mean that it's all random, so what's the point? Why even try? But it does mean that you're not owed anything for your suffering. And for the longest time, I thought I was owed something for my suffering. Like the longer and harder I suffered, the more I was owed by the universe, by God, by karma, by whatever, to heal, to overcome this. I thought I deserved something. And the harsh truth is that you're not owed anything. And you're certainly not owed anything for the amount that you suffer. Victims actually don't heal. The only thing that you're owed from this challenge in life, from this suffering that you're going through, is the opportunity to grow. Through struggle, through suffering, through adversity is where we gain our greatest opportunities for growth. You are being given an opportunity for growth. You're not owed healing. You are being handed an opportunity to grow. The farther down you are, the more suffering you have, the bigger the opportunity for growth and redemption and renewal. But it is not owed to you. It's only an opportunity that is given to you. And you must take it. And you must go from a victim and grow into a victor. And this is a harsh truth. It's a hard pill to swallow because a lot of us want to believe that we are owed something, and that the world should be fair, and that we are owed something because this is so unfair. But the truth is you're not. You're only given an opportunity to rise above it. And the sooner you really truly understand this harsh truth, the sooner your healing journey can change. The third harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier is that there is no magic answer. There is no magic bullet. There is no magic cure. There is no easy solution just around the corner if you can only find the perfect supplement or the perfect protocol or listen to the perfect podcast or read the right books. The fact of the matter is that there is no magic answer. And this is a very, very harsh truth to swallow because we're desperately in search for the magic answer. We're desperately in search of that thing where we don't have to work very hard, but it will just take care of all our problems. We are such an instant gratification society. We have been handed down a belief from this culture that we grew up in that says you can just take a pill and magically things will get better. We've learned this from an early age when we're handed pharmaceutical pills or other quick fixes to problems that only temporarily usually mask symptoms and sensations, but don't actually heal the root problem. And while the truth is that there is no magic answer or magic cure, that the answer lies within healing all of you, mind, body, heart, and soul. When we heal ourselves by looking at each of these areas of our life and understanding how it is contributing to our illness and our disease, we begin to know deeply that healing one part of us means healing all the parts of us. And this harsh truth that there's no magic bullet, but there is an answer to healing, and it is looking at the holistic version of yourself, mind, body, heart, and soul. And when we can look at all these different parts of ourselves and bring healing to each area, then this changes our healing journey forever. And it changes our healing journey for the better, because we will be getting at the root of the problem, at the root of the disease. And it's only then that we can come into alignment with true health and healing. The fourth harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier, that we can often forget when we're in search for this magic answer, that we're in search for these advanced healing protocols, is that you cannot heal if you overlook the basics of health. No matter what protocol, whether it's a physical protocol or a mental protocol or an emotional protocol or an energetic protocol, you simply cannot heal and sustain a healthy life without doing the basics that your human body requires. And this means the fundamentals of health cannot be overlooked. Things like good, pure water, getting enough sleep, getting sunlight, and eating real food. You just can't heal if you overlook and don't do the basics. And a lot of times the basics seem boring. A lot of times the basics seem like they're just not going to get us there. Like there's not enough power in them. But the truth is they are the most powerful thing. The foundations of health are the foundations for a reason. They hold great power towards healing. And when done properly, when done repetitively, over and over for a long enough time, this is when it starts to accumulate and we can start to see the compounding interest of doing these basic actions day in and day out. No matter what gadget or biohack or advanced healing protocol you may do, you just can't get there and stay there without fundamentally living the basics of health. Okay, the fifth harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier was that the medical industry does not care about you. There may be a certain doctor or nurse or practitioner who does care about you, who has the human connection to you, and they do care. But the industry as a whole does not care about you. You are a number in an industry that is driven for profit. And no matter how much you want to believe that this industry cares about you, they simply do not. You are a meaningless number to them. You are a way to make profit. And unfortunately, the harsh truth is that they do not have your best interest at heart, because money and profit are for the best interest of this company, of this industry. And this is a harsh truth that many of us who are chronically ill on this journey must learn the hard way, unfortunately. And this is why we must take our power into our own hands and become the CEOs of our own health. Because you, your family, the people who love you, you are the ones that care about you. You are the only one that truly cares about you and puts your best interest first. And unfortunately, people realize this truth too far into their healing journey because we want to believe that the white lab coat is trusted, is honorable, and deeply cares for us. Not that we are a quota, a number, and ultimately a cog in the wheel that is driven for profit. So, the sixth harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier is that reality is just a mirror, and it is reflecting back to you the truth of what is. And it is reflecting back to you all your actions, thoughts, beliefs, behaviors. All of these have led you right here to this moment, and the mirror is simply reflecting back what is. It is showing you the result of every action, every behavior, every belief, every thought that you have had to reflect back to you what is. It's showing you what these thoughts, beliefs, and actions have led to. And so the truth is, we can always choose new thoughts, new behaviors, new beliefs, new actions. And when we take them for long enough, we will look in the mirror and it will reflect back a new truth. It will reflect back the truth of what is after accumulating these new thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, and actions. But reality is basically a mirror, and this is a harsh truth that we don't like to hear because it means that we're responsible, that we got ourselves here to this situation, that it wasn't bad luck or bad genes, that it is and was an accumulation of all your thoughts, beliefs, values, choices that led you precisely to this moment, and the mirror is simply reflecting back, and the mirror can change. But the mirror won't change just by looking at it and wanting it to change, by looking at it and hoping it changes. It can't reflect back anything but what is. It can't reflect back anything but reality. We have to change. We have to change on the inside. And when we change on the inside, when we change our thoughts, behaviors, belief, make different choices, take new actions, then the mirror can reflect back something different. So this is a harsh truth, and I wish I knew it sooner. Which leads us into the seventh harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier. And that is that you are not your identity. You are not what you think you are. That is just your ego. That is just the identity that you have constructed. Society has molded you into this. The people and the relationships in your life has taught you certain things. You have picked up certain values and beliefs and behaviors and a worldview that is reflected in this identity that you have created and constructed called your human ego. But that you are not that ego. You are not that identity. You are so much more than that. You could change your personal identity. You could change your patterns, beliefs, your worldview at any point. You could completely change identities. You could completely change patterns and beliefs and values and worldviews. And this shifts your identity. This shifts the construct of who you believe yourself to be. This shifts this ego identity that tells us who we think we are and what we're capable of in this world. And the truth is, you are powerful. You are the I am consciousness. You are the all that is consciousness. You have the ability to become all that is, to become anything you want, anything you choose, anything that you believe. You can create new values, new behaviors, take new actions at any point along your journey. You are the I am consciousness, and you are not the identity that you think you are. You are not your ego. This is the harsh truth. We fight for our ego. We fight to keep our limitations in place, to keep our beliefs and our values and our worldviews in place. And you are none of those things. The truth is, you are so much greater than anything that you could imagine. And you have the ability to grow and become somebody completely new. And if it's available to anyone, it is available to everyone, including you. and I wish I knew this sooner. And the seventh harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier is that you are not weak. I know you feel weak. I know you feel helpless. I know you feel hopeless. I know you feel frail. I know you feel compromised, inadequate. But the truth is you are not weak. And the truth is you are stronger than you know. You can endure more than you know. You can endure any amount of pain and suffering, and you can rise in the face of any adversity. We allow ourselves to believe that we are weak when we are sick. It feels like we are so weak when we are sick, but we are not. We are strong, and the human spirit is one of the strongest things that there is. The human spirit can rise above any obstacle. It can overcome any adversity. It can will itself through sheer determination and the power of the human spirit to conquer anything that's in your way. And when you are up against the odds, when you are at your lowest of lows, when you are at your dark night of the soul, you realize that you can endure anything, that you are so much stronger than you think and that you know. And this cannot beat you if you hold on to your own power. You are stronger than it. The human spirit has the strength of 1,000 armies, and that human spirit lives inside you. That will lives inside you. So do not give in to this perception of helplessness and weakness, because you have the strength of God inside you. You have the strength of all that is right inside you. And the truth is you are so much stronger than you know, and you can overcome this because you can overcome anything. The next harsh healing truth that I wish I knew earlier was that healing is available to everyone. Yes, everyone. Every single one of us has the ability to heal, just like every single one of us has the ability to get sick and experience illness. We are not limited by our genes. Epigenetics has shown us that. We are not limited by our circumstances, by our situations, by our bad luck. We are not limited by anything unless we think we are. And the truth is, even though people with chronic illness see themselves as a victim of genetics, or a victim of circumstance, or a victim of bad luck, or a victim of accidental coincidence, or a victim of their environment, we are not victims. And healing is available to everyone. It is available to you from the choices you make, by the lifestyle you choose to live, by the environment that you put yourself in, by the hard work on your mind, body, heart, and soul that you choose to do. Illness is available to everyone, but so is healing. So this is really good news, because although we like to see ourselves as victims, as limited, we are actually limitless, and healing is totally available to you. And so we must overcome our own limiting beliefs in order to access our own healing. Because as long as you're alive, as long as you're still here, as long as your heart is still beating, then healing is available to you. There has been miracles happen all over the world. People heal even from the most late stage diseases. So if you are still alive, this is still available to you. So do not give up on yourself. Healing is available for you too. And I wish I knew this earlier. The next harsh truth about healing that I wish I knew earlier is that you are not separate from me, and I am not separate from you. You are not separate. We are all one. We are all the same. We are all one. We share the same conscious awareness, and we are not separate. It is easy to feel isolated and alone and separate, cut off when we're experiencing chronic illness. We sit in victim consciousness. We sit with guilt and shame and fear and grief and anger. But those are just states, and you are not separate. We are all one, which means that we are all pieces of the puzzle. We are all pieces of God, or pieces of Source. We make up source consciousness. We make up God consciousness. We are all one. We are all the creators of our own life. We are all the I am God consciousness of our own conscious awareness. We are not separate at all. We are all one. Humanity, the good, the bad, the sick, the healthy, it lives within all of us equally. Truth, light, darkness, illness, it all lives within you. And if we are all one, then you have access to the truth, to the light, to health, to love, to raise your vibration, to raise your conscious awareness, to raise your identity, to become the creator of your own reality by harnessing the power of I am, by knowing that you are not separate. You are a part of the whole, which gives you the ability to create your own reality. Not through separation, but through oneness. Not through darkness, by overcoming the darkness and the separation and coming back into the light, into the oneness, into the wholeness. Because when you raise yourself back to wholeness, when you heal yourself, you are not only healing yourself, but you're healing part of the collective consciousness. And that's how we heal and raise the vibration of the world. So it is your responsibility to heal. It is your duty to heal. You were meant to heal. You are supposed to heal. It is your job here on earth and your purpose to heal and grow and come back into wholeness. And when you do that, you help the world align a little closer to wholeness. And so you're definitely not separate. You are one. You are a conscious creator, and you can create your reality from the oneness of all that is. You were meant to heal. You were meant to be healthy, and you were meant to be whole. And I wish I knew this sooner. Okay, and the last harsh truth about healing is that life ends. You are not getting out of this alive. Every single one of us out there is going to die. And I don't say this to scare you, because I know when we're sick and when we're suffering, we feel like we're on our way out. But the truth is, all of us are on our way out. But that doesn't make it meaningless. That means that everything that we do and everything that we choose here in this life, here in this lifetime that we came here to be a part of, is so meaningful. It means that you need to figure out what your purpose is, what you care about, what's important, what you want to do, what actions you want to take, who is the person you want to be. We need to make everything meaningful, because the truth is, none of us are getting out of this alive. And that doesn't make it meaningless. That means it is the most meaningful thing to be here, to be alive on this planet, and to get a limited time from A to Z, this limited life that we are given, to become all that we can be, to make it meaningful, to make it purpose-driven, to find out who we truly are, why we chose to be here in the first place, to find out what we care about, how we can make a difference, how we can raise the vibration of ourselves, our family, our friends, humanity, and the planet at large. How can we help? Why did we come here? What is the purpose? It's our job to find meaning, to find purpose, to make every choice that we make, every action that we take meaningful. Because the truth is, we are all going to die. But our life and our choices and who we are is going to mean something. We came here to feel, to experience, to live what it feels like in this body. We are souls that came here to have a human experience. So experiencing is part of the thing that we need to do. We need to experience, even if it's pain, even if it's suffering, even if it's illness. Experience the beauty in feeling that. Experience the meaning that can come out of that, the purpose that can come out of this. Every lesson is valuable if we give it value, if it helps us grow and expand and become more of who we are, to grow into more of who we are and more of what we can be. That is the purpose of life. So there you have it, the 10 harsh truths about healing that I wish I knew earlier. And I think the sooner that everybody knows these, the sooner your healing journey will change. The sooner your journey will change for the better. The sooner you will expand, the sooner you will grow, the sooner you will become more of who you came here to be. And so if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with someone who's suffering, ill, or going through something that might need to hear this. And if you resonate with this video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.